outside a snow globe. You don't have to trust us on that. It is snowing here.
That's why we wore black, so you can see us better in the snow. But here's the deal. At least we have a roof here in Connecticut, unlike Philly and Buffalo, where the last two spots in the conference championship games were handed out on Sunday. Let's start in Western New York. Second playoff meeting between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. The Bills won their previous matchup against the Ravens 4 years ago. Opening possession for Baltimore, they came out like, let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Big gain there from Lamar to Isaiah Likely for 39 yards. And then 3rd and 3, Lamar, Rashad Bateman, and just like that, the Ravens take a 7-0 lead. Here comes the Bills, though. And look, it's 4th and 2 from the Baltimore 26. Scared money don't make money. They've been doing this all season. And who do you give it to? Josh Allen. He gets more than the necessary 2. 7-yard pickup. The drive continues, capped off by Ray Davis into the end zone. So the Bills march right back down the field and answer. It's 7-7. We go to the second quarter now. Ravens 2nd and 10. Bad snap to Lamar. He gathers it, but that gave time for DeMar Hamlin to get there. Then Lamar loses it, and then Von Miller picks it up, and he's all the way down to the 24. Huge play there for Buffalo. Lamar's first game this season with multiple turnovers. He had an interception in the first quarter. More on those turnovers a bit later. So the Bills trying to capitalize. Allen, touchdown, 14-7, Buffalo. Right before the half, about a minute to go, it's 14-10. Bills have a 35 from the Ravens 30, and the pass to Keon Coleman is incomplete, but there's a flag. Why? Because former All-Pro Bills cornerback Tre'Davious White is called for pass interference. That gave the Bills a first down, and what do? They depend on Josh. 21-10 is the Bills' halftime lead. 10-0 this season when leading at the half. Their last loss, 2023 divisional round against the Chiefs. Third quarter's 21-13 now, and the Ravens, well, they recommitted themselves to the run in this quarter. Derrick Henry, 17-yard gain. And then the drive sets him up 1st and goal from the 5. There's Henry. He had 16 carries for 84 yards. This drive was 7 plays, 80 yards. They had 68 on the ground, but when they go for 2, they don't run it. Instead, it's a pass attempt. It falls incomplete. So they stay down 2, 21-19 going to the fourth quarter. Here come the Bills. James Cook. How about that cut to find some room back inside to get the first down? The drive continues. 3rd and 8 now from the Ravens 33. Allen to Khalil Shakir. Incomplete, so they have to kick a field goal. So it's 24-19. The very next drive for the Ravens, Lamar. Big gain there to Mark Andrews until the ball came out. Another turnover. In the entire regular season, Baltimore had 11 total turnovers. They had 3 in this game. So Allen, 3rd and 1, they push it forward for a fresh set of downs. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. And again, you give it to Allen, but he stopped. So big stand there by the Ravens defense. They kick a field goal. It's 27-19. Plenty of time for Lamar and the Ravens to go back down the field, and that's exactly what they do. Finding time and then connecting with Tylan Wallace. Big first down there, 27-yard gain. We are under 2 minutes now. 1st and 10 from the 24. Lamar, all kind of time. Should he take off and run? No. Because Isaiah Likely is there for the touchdown. So now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Do they run it? Do they throw it? Maybe run pass option. They throw it to Mark Andrews, and he drops it. He was backpedaling. He was falling. It was in his hands, but he can't come up with it. So it stays a 2-point deficit for Baltimore, 27-25. Buck 33 to go. They go for the onside kick, and Buffalo recovers, and they cash out from there. 27-25, Buffalo and Sean McDermott, they're headed to the AFC Championship game.
I'm so damn proud of you guys, man. Resilient, tough. That is Buffalo to a core, baby. You embody this damn city and these fans, right? I know we got a heck of a lot to work on. Take care of yourselves tonight. Be humble. We got a big one coming up Sunday, right? On the road.
We don't listen to the outside noise, but everyone was saying this and that about us, and we didn't have enough talent, weren't good enough to be in these positions, and our guys just continue to work hard, and we're internally driven. We love each other, and I think you saw how much we played for each other there.
They don't listen to the outside noise, but they know what's being said. I feel it. You may not subscribe to it, but you do hear it. Now, here's the deal. Allen and the Bills now head to Arrowhead to take on Patrick Mahomes in the next chapter of their rivalry. Mahomes has won each of their 3 playoff meetings. Only loss this season, though, came at Buffalo. As for the Ravens, another disappointing ending to a promising season. They've won 71 games, including the playoffs, since the start of 2019. That's tied for the most by any team in a 6-season span without a Super Bowl appearance. But no one feels worse about this loss right now than Mark Andrews. He had the fumble, then he had that drop that could have tied the game late. He's been such a figure for that franchise for so long, but for him in that moment, disappointment to say the least. But again, several miscues in this game for the Ravens. Here's Lamar Jackson.
And like I've been saying all season, every time we're in situations like this, turnovers play a factor. Penalties play a factor. Tonight, the turnovers, we can't have that shit, you know? And that's why we lost the game, because as you can see, we're moving the ball wonderfully. It's hold on to the ball. I'm sorry for my language, but this shit annoying. I'm tired of it.
There's nobody that has more heart and cares more and fights more than Mark, because we wouldn't be here without Mark Andrews. You know, that's what you say to him. So, you know, it's like anything else. I mean, destiny is a decision that you make, and it's a decision is how you handle, you know, what comes in your life. You know, and Mark will handle it fantastic, like he always does, because he's a high character person, he's a tough person, and he's a good person. So, proud of him, just like I'm proud of all the guys.
Tim is here because it's Sunday and we have standing reservations, obviously. Look, the Ravens, they rushed for 299 yards against the Steelers. Buffalo held them to 176 yards on the ground. So how did that Bills defense essentially stifle that ground game?
Yeah, I think the big thing was they really punctured the offensive line, you know, for the Ravens. They just did a good job of creating penetration, because everybody knows when Derrick Henry gets going, it's hard to tackle him. And they just did a good job not letting him to get going. And you know, he's hard to tackle when that happens. But a lot of times on the gap scheme run plays, they were able to play on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. They had guys playing downhill. They obviously committed to it, and it's hard to do, you know, all game long, but they certainly were able to do it. And I think it was obviously a big factor in their win, because there were times where it looked like Baltimore was just going to continue to lean on them to run the football. They just weren't able to do it.
The Ravens also had the miscues, the dropped passes, and the turnovers. To what do you attribute those issues?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, some of it is the environments, the element of the game. I don't think there's any doubt that they had an impact on really probably both football games tonight. But, yeah, I mean, you look at some of the miscues. Derrick Henry's wide open, ball's a little underthrown. He doesn't see it in. It's a bad snap by Linderbaum. You know, then Lamar Jackson makes a bad situation worse by putting the ball on the ground. The ball does get slick when it's freezing cold, and probably what happens here on this ball that's punched out that Mark Andrews had a hold of, and then obviously the drop later